Well, good day. It's Pastor Sandy coming to you at the time of refreshing on a little cool and windy morning, but we are here. Today's going to be a little bit different. I wanted to do this as a tribute and an honor to Miss Dorothy Hurd. Many of us knew and called her Mama Dot. And the reason why is because she had graduated, went on to be with Jesus, and we did her service yesterday. And I really wanted to share because her life was such a living example of what Jesus instructs us to do in the Bible. You know, my title today would be Well Done. You know, one of my nicknames for her was our Energizer Bunny. My other one was she was our little ray of sunshine. But Mama Dot truly lived a life every day looking for moments and opportunities to share the love of Jesus, to share that there was hope if you felt hopeless, to go about and always, in everything that she did, she had a smile. The only time really Mama Dot was sad or crying was when someone she knew had walked away from the Lord, or she was concerned about those that didn't know the Lord. Other than that, that woman had a smile on her face. There was a pep in her step everywhere she went. Even when she was out walking, she'd be, you know, jumping up and down on the corner of the street. But she went about everywhere. We're talking nursing homes, hospitals, you know, places of business, checking on people. She'd go to those that were shut in, you know, making sure, were they okay? Did they have food? Was everything all right with them? She truly was a living example of what Jesus instructs us to do when he says, go and tell. She didn't just sit at home. And when she went about her daily life and exercise, she still didn't think about, okay, I got to go do this and I got to go do that. She always looked at it as, every time I'm out here, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to make sure that someone knows that they're loved. And if I don't know them, then I'm going to make sure, do you know Jesus? She'd get these little crosses from a friend of hers, and they had little messages in them. And oh, I don't know how many she gave me, but I was faithful to go give them and share them with everybody. But she handed those out everywhere because her heart was, if you didn't know them, she wanted you to know them. You know, and I guess that's why I really wanted to share today, because, you know, hopefully it challenges us all to sometimes take an inventory of our everyday life. Are we so busy and caught up in all of our to-do lists and all of our events and going here and running here and our work and being successful and paying the bills and doing this and doing that? Do we really stop and look at those that are around us? There are people that are hurting. There are people that are lonely. There are people that need someone, just like Mama Dot always did, hi to everybody. I mean, whether she knew you or not, hi, hi, with a big smile. You know, are we looking at those around us, or are we just walking by and going about our lives and forgetting what God asks us to do, to go and tell? Not just be so busy that we don't even have time to say hi to somebody, to greet somebody, give somebody a smile. We never know what they're facing. We never know that maybe they prayed and said, God, if you're really real, then send somebody to say something to me today or to speak to me. Oh, I hope this challenges us all. Let us live a life well done. Let us live a life that goes and tells the story of the love of Jesus and the goodness of Jesus. You know, she shared stories with us back in her younger days, you know, where things weren't always easy. You weren't allowed to drink at the same fountain, or you couldn't go in some stores. But you know what? She said, when I got older, I just realized we just need to pray for the people and love them. She said she'd had many people over the years, you know, reject her, or maybe, not receive her or thought she was too much. But she said, that's okay. I just pray for them and love them. That's what we need to do. Regardless if we don't always all agree on everything, but we still need to pray one for another. So I hope today, maybe you're listening to this and you say, well, I don't have time, or I'm not bold like that. You don't have to be bold to smile at somebody. You don't have to be bold. You see somebody walk by you or drive by you and just go, hi. It don't take a lot of effort. Sometimes the most simplest things in life can be the life-changing. I don't know how many times people have shared with me that sometimes somebody took a minute to say hi, or took a minute to say, how are you today? When you go up and you're going through a line or whatever, take a second to ask them, how are you today? Will you have a good day? Have a blessed day. Take a moment for people nowadays more than ever. There's so many people out there hurting. They're broken. They're overwhelmed. They're stressed with trying to care. They're working 2 and 3 jobs just to try to make it through. Things are so tough and so hard. Let's take time. Let's live a life like Mama Dot. Let's let our lives truly be Jesus with skin on, and go tell everybody about us how much He loves them, and let them know that they're loved. Let them know that they're important. And I remember so many times she'd say, I'd see this one out when they weren't doing right or doing wrong, and she'd get on to them, but then she'd say, you know what? Jesus loves you, and so do I. Let's let our lives go tell that story. So as our lives are telling that story, I want to pray with you today. Maybe you're going through some things. Maybe you're struggling. Maybe you feel alone. And I want to encourage you today, you're never alone. Jesus is always with you. Jesus will be with you. Just invite Him in. So let me pray with you today. Father, right now I just pray for those. Maybe they have sickness in their body. Maybe they've been dealing with it for a long time. They've got a lot of just health issues. I just declare right now for revelation and wisdom over their doctors and their care, and we just send forth your healing and restoration in their bodies. I speak for those that maybe you're feeling hopeless and right now feeling like, I don't know how I can get out of this hole, I don't know how I can see things turn around. And right now we just speak hope to them right now, and peace to minds, and comfort to those that maybe you have a loved one that has gone on. I just thank you right now for comforting them, God, like no one else can, but Jesus is the great comforter. Oh, we thank you for it, Father, right now, and we just give you all of the glory and all of the praise in Jesus' precious name. Oh, we love you so much, and thank you so much for taking time to tuning in, and thank you for letting me do this, because I really felt like, when you find a real living example on earth with skin on that's doing what the Bible said every single day, we can learn a lot from that. So thank you today for sharing Mama Dot with me. And I just want you to remember this, share this with your friends and family. And I so appreciate everybody that tunes in. It really does mean a lot. So until next time, keep it simple, my sisters, and I bless my brothers.